Hey everybody, it's me. I want to do something a little different today. It's a little slow at the mailbox. I'm gonna go over a TTM that I got years ago. It actually is a series of photos, and it took me, I don't know, about 8 to 10 years to get the signatures I had on it. So I'm just gonna take you on a little, I guess, journey of it. So being an Ohio State fan, there was a stretch of time where I was fascinated with the 1950 Ohio State Michigan game. It was labeled as the Snow Bowl, and it was literally like 10 degrees with like 28-mile-an-hour winds, and I think snow was falling at like 2-3 inches an hour or something crazy like that. Michigan wound up winning 9-3 without getting a first down at all. There was 45 total punts. It was crazy yardage. Vic Janowicz punted for 685 yards, and Chuck Ortman punted for 723 yards. And then Michigan wound up winning the game. Bob Momsen played for Ohio State, and his brother Tony played for Michigan. Tony blocked a punt, and it rolled in to the end zone, and then he fell on it for a touchdown, and that's what actually won the game for Michigan. About a week or two after that game, Wes Fessler resigned, and Woody Hayes took over. So that was Fessler's last game. But so what I did was I found a couple photos. I made copies of them, and then I just went through and threw rosters on both teams, and then went through and tried to find guys who were still alive, and I would send out a note. Sometimes I would get notes back saying that so and so's passed away, but then other times I would get I would find the player still alive, and I'd get stuff back like, "Yes, I am the person you're looking for. How did you find me?" And then most of them would go on to describe, their remembrance of the game. This is from Ken Heinbaugh. He said he was dressed for the game but didn't play. Coach Fessler went with his starters. The game should not have been played. The weather was beyond anything in Big Ten history. Wes was against playing. The ADs of the two teams decided. Michigan AD said he was not bringing his team back the next week. The game was a classic. Sidelines were shoveled a little every 5 yards. People from the stands helped. There were over 40 punts in the game, a record. Vic Janowicz kicked a field goal to put us in front. We had to wait for the refs to appear in front of the goalposts. We thought that would be it, but they had a safety and a block punt for their touchdown. The game's available on Facebook. Google Snow Bowl 1950 Michigan. So yeah, if you go on YouTube, there's a lot of different recordings of it. It's actually pretty cool to watch. Here's a thing that somebody sent me: Michigan Ohio State rare video of 1950 Snow Bowl, and it actually has the link to it. But they actually said that people were building bonfires in the stands to stay warm. You'd never see that now. Here's another one. I actually sent this to Bill Pudich with a request to see if he'd sign for me. He wound up signing the bottom of this and sending this back, so I didn't want to really send the photos I had signed to him. Just because he never really said to send it. There's another one from Bill Tennant. He says he was a member of the OSU football team during the Snow Bowl. His mom and his brother sat in the stadium huddled in blankets to keep warm. He recalled the icy bench on the sidelines, the blinding snow, not being able to see clearly to the goal line from the middle of the field most of the time. Vic Janowitz performed amazingly, but we lost sight of a loose ball in the end zone that cost us the game. And then he said years later he wrote an article about it. And then he said he would sign it for me. So a lot of times I got letters after letters after letters like that. Guys, a lot of these guys just want to be recognized. Not everybody played pro back then. Then I got stuff. I tried him twice, and I finally got him. There was a long wait, and Tony Corsillo, he was on the team. He sent this back, but there again, he didn't send anything else back as far as go ahead and send it, so I didn't want to lose it. I started this in 2015, and I think the last autograph I got from it was 2021, something like that, so 6 or 7 years. But Joe Campanella was on that team. He had passed a long time ago. Vic Janowitz was also on that team. He had passed. And then Fred Bruni had passed shortly before I started doing it. And then here's the actual photos I got from it. So here's one of them. I don't know if you guys can see all that. But I actually got guys from both teams to sign. Let me pick this up a little bit. Up in the top left is Roger Zatkoff. He's from Michigan. He's somewhere in that pile. Bill Tennant up here in this corner. Down at the bottom, you got Dick Widows. I think either that's him or that's him. Well, that's Elwood. So I think that's, 28 right here is Widows. This is Elwood here, Dick Elwood. And then Walt Covey is in this pile somewhere too. So I got those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys to sign that. And then if I set this down, I have a second one here. I always thought this one was kind of cool. So I got Chuck Ortman from Michigan, Leo Kucheski from Michigan, and then here again I got Dick Elwood. Elwood's one of the first ones I started with, so that's why he's on not only in both photos, but he's on both photos. I think this is actually who is that? Campanis or somebody like that. He had passed already though. So and then Dick Logan signed it. I'm still cold. Ohio State 48-51. Go Bucks. So with this hobby, I mean that's stuff you can do. If you get photos or you get cards with multiple players on them. A lot of times just doing research and stuff, you can find these a lot of these guys, and especially the older guys, a lot of them just, like I said, just want to be recognized, and they're usually amazed that you tracked them down. I mean, I got a stack of envelopes here and a stack of stuff here that these guys sent to me. Wrote me letters back, stuff like that. So it's one of my prized possessions right here, just because it took me so long to do it, and I just like hearing the stories, even from family members of the, like the sons or the wives of the deceased player, that would write me back stories about how every time it would snow, the players fingers still hurt or whatever, or just the crazy stories about people having to shovel off the yard lines and all kinds of stuff. Guys getting tackled in the snow drifts and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's a cool watch on YouTube though. So this video is getting a little long. I just wanted to come on here and show that, since it's basically the 75th anniversary. I mean, I guess it is, because it was 1950 and 2025 now. I'm pretty sure that everybody on both teams has passed. I still go through it every once in a while. They'd be like in their mid to late 90s now, so not that they can't be. I mean, Bobby Shantz is 100, so some of these guys could still be alive, but I pretty much think this is done. So thanks for entertaining my little show and tell here, and hopefully I can get another some more returns here and do another TTM video. Till then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.